All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down a modern football classic, the Riyadh Derby. Now, this isn't just some local rivalry. This match has become a global event, really a showcase for the huge ambition of the Saudi Pro League. It's a high-stakes game defined by an absolutely incredible lineup of global superstars.
The Arabic commentator covering the match called it Harb el-Najum, which translates to the War of the Stars. And honestly, could there be a better way to describe it? I don't think so. That line just perfectly sets the tone for the epic clash we're about to dive into.
So yeah, let's set the stage for this incredible battle.
That's what everyone was saying. A derby that cannot wait. The anticipation was just off the charts. You've got a city divided between yellow and blue, and everything is on the line. Bragging rights, league dominance. The tension was so thick you could practically feel it through the screen. And just look at the cast of characters here. On one side for Al Nassr, you've got the legend himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, leading the attack with Sadio Mane. And on the other for Al Hilal, you have this powerhouse team with the Brazilian magic of Neymar and Michael. And here's another great little subplot for you. Both managers, Luis Castro and Jorge Jesus, are Portuguese. So it's not just a battle on the pitch, it's a tactical chess match between countrymen.
So, the game kicks off, the stars are out, but right from the get-go, things did not go Al Nassr's way. Not at all.
And boom, there it is. Al Hilal's Brazilian attacker Michael finds the back of the net. He breaks the deadlock with a super clean finish. The Blue Wave, as they're called, just surges ahead, and they're showing everyone why they are such a tough team to beat. All of a sudden, Ronaldo's side is on the back foot, already chasing the game.
So there you have it, on the scoreboard, 0-1. It seems so simple, but that one number tells you everything. Al Nassr, with all their firepower, is trailing. Now, they've got a mountain to climb, and you can just feel the pressure starting to crank up.
The commentator really just said it all, didn't he? A difficult start for the team in yellow. It was frustrating to watch. Every pass was just a little bit off. Every attack seemed to fizzle out. And you could see that pressure building on their captain.
But this is where everything changes. This is the turning point. Because it's in these moments of insane pressure that the true legends, well, they find a whole other gear.
And that's the big question, right? In a game that's stacked with this much talent on both sides of the ball, can the sheer force of will from one person, one legend, really be enough to turn the tide?
And man, did we get an answer. The commentator was roaring this as Ronaldo just started to take over the game. It wasn't just his skill, which is obviously incredible. No, it was his absolute refusal to lose. He was playing with this relentless fire, and you could see it in every single run he made. He literally grabs the game by the scruff of the neck, he finds a bit of space, creates an opportunity out of nothing, and bangs in the equalizer. He single-handedly drags his team back from the edge and completely flips the momentum of the entire match.
And just like that, it's 1-1, we're all tied up. All that tension just gets released in this massive explosion from the crowd. The game is totally reset. It's anyone's to win now.
I mean, you gotta love this quote from the broadcast. It's just pure, raw emotion. This isn't some deep tactical analysis. It's just a passionate scream that perfectly captures that electric feeling in the stadium after the goal. That's what football is all about.
Okay, so this is it, the climax. The game is hanging in the balance, everything is on the line, and the whole story comes down to one single decisive moment.
Let's walk through this because it's just beautiful. First, a teammate takes a shot. It smacks off the crossbar. So close, you think the chance is gone. But nope, the play isn't dead. The ball gets worked back into the box, and who's there just hanging in the air, rising above everybody else? It's Ronaldo. He meets the ball with this powerful, unstoppable header. Goal. Just incredible.
That's what the commentator called him. The Emperor. The King. I mean, what else can you even say after a goal like that? A goal truly worthy of royalty, and the moment that absolutely settled this war of stars.
So let's just zoom out for a second and talk about the true impact of his performance here, because it was about so much more than just the final score. It was a complete masterclass in leadership.
Think about it. He scored both goals to come from behind and win the game. He was the engine of their attack, constantly putting pressure on the defense. But what's really amazing is seeing that combination of, a veteran's ice-cold composure when his team needed him most, but then celebrating with the pure joy of a rookie scoring his first ever goal. It just shows you how much this still means to him.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? In a game that was billed as this huge clash of titans, full of superstars, one living legend just stepped up and wrote the entire story himself, from start to finish. A truly defining performance.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Both of these clubs have spent fortunes putting together these incredible squads. But at the end of the day, when these titans clashed, was it the years and years of experience in the biggest games, that calm head under immense pressure, that turned out to be the one weapon that no amount of money can ever buy?